Okay.
In truth, I cannot tell how much time has passed since I sent that letter.
I think equal level occultist deals more real healing, or more actual potential healing. I mean, that's average 9. What is the healer? Average 7. Yeah. I mean, it's higher heals supposedly on the occultist, but it's just the variance screws you repeatedly and violently, not at all pleasantly. I need a quick break, guys. I'll be like 2 or 3 minutes. Need to make some more tea, and we'll get going after that for our next run. I think we're going into the runes. I can't get into the fucking runes again. It won't give me it won't give me an appropriate boss fight here. That sucks. So we'll have to see where we're going. Back in just a minute, guys. Alright guys, we're back. So, a couple things I was thinking about while I was waiting on the tea to boil. So I saw you guys were talking about marks, and I agree that in general marks are too weak. Marks need to be either generally better, and things like they need to apply better debuffs like protection and dodge, or protection and damage, like more damage to it or something. I mean, I know marks already do more damage to it, but they need something that makes them worth casting, because most times they're worse than just casting another ability. And I kind of would like to see skills like tracking shot. These skills that are doing low damage and giving you buffs, just buffing skills in general need to be more like tracking shot, but a little bit more consistent than tracking shot. Like they need to be like finisher abilities that give you a buff for the next time when you're attacking like a fully unwounded guy, which would be useful. So anyways, where are we going? We're out of bosses in all of the places except the runes. The runes still has profit, but we have not been able to get a reasonable one to level him. So what we need to do is just advance the progress of these other dungeons. And the way it works at level 5 is, let's go look it up. For champion bosses, successful short expeditions will increase the unlocking process by 25%, medium by 30%, and long by 40%, supposedly. It's kind of bad news. So hypothetically, this will advance one of these by 40%, right? If we did this one, this would advance it by 40%. Wouldn't mind Holy Orders. Maybe. Do I still need a level 1 dungeon? I do, but I can't. I'm not doing a level 1 short. It doesn't give enough experience. I need a level 1 long or medium. So it's probably an ultra long wield right now. That's it. In fact, it's either that or the Cove. These are the only two that make any sense. That's a gather mission. But Cove is the worst of the gathers. It's just half off. Gather 3 medicines. That's kind of useful. That gives us more ability to lock in stats. That might be worth doing. But hypothetically, that means all we get out of this is 25%. Or 30% rather. Successful medium will unlock this by 30%. That'd only bring it up to 40. Whereas a successful long is how much again? Successful long is... No, successful long is 40. Successful medium is only 30. So we should do at least one long in here. Yeah, time is a resource is a good way to think about it. I absolutely agree. Most of the I described that in the guide videos I made for this game as race and recovery. Is how I think of it, which is the first part of the fight is a race, and the second part is a recovery. It's a race to get their damage and stress dealers off the field, and then the second half is a recovery portion where you're trying to prolong as many healing and stress healing skills as you can while stunning and minimizing their damage as much as possible so you can heal up in kind of preparation for the next race part of the next fight. So we could go to the Weald right now, bring some level 4s and level them. That would be solid. We got to think, what do we want for V-Wolf right now? What would we actually like to do? I mean, we need a level 4, we need a level 5. Dude. Need a level 5 man-at-arms for that. To deal with the fucking bombs. And one of our men-at-arms hasn't been out in a long time, which is a little bit sad. Could bring a level 3 here, but it's only going to put him up to level 4. I think the first priority is getting as many people as we need leveled to get to for V-Wolf as possible. If you don't like the Jester and Grave Robbers because you haven't been using Finale and Lunge, I disagree. I dislike the Jester because the Jester has 35 dodge, and all the monsters between low light and extra accuracy on Darkest Dungeon missions as well as level 5 missions, a lot of enemies are rocking 35 accuracy, which means that your Jesters actually come in with half health and 0 dodge relative to anybody else, which means they die in 1 shot instead of 2 shots compared to everybody else, which is why I fucking hate Jesters. And the problem with Finale is Finale actually is a further dodge debuff, which makes it even more accurate, so your enemies will never miss your Jesters except they have their base 10% chance to miss always. And it makes it super, super painful. I like Jesters, I like all their skills, I like their speed, and I like their damage. I like their mobility too, I just can't stand the fact they just die instantly. Jesters die a disproportionate amount of time because they're just not tanky enough. At least for me. And I like grave robbers, but they have a similar problem. They're a little bit tankier than jesters, but just not that much more. Their damage is better than jesters too. Huh. Crusader. We have a Crusader at level 5. We have a dude here. What else do we want? We want a healer. We have a healer. So what is the 4th position? What is the 4th class we would bring? Would we bring a... We bring an Arbalist versus V-Wolf? Do we need a stun instead? Would it be better for a Plague Doctor? If I understand correctly too, we need to track. Okay, chat, help me track this. The way this says is it says when you're building towards bosses, it doesn't matter what level mission you're doing. It matters the length of the mission and the boss you're building towards. Since this is a level 5 boss, supposedly all of these missions will move it by 30%. Any medium mission will leave it by 30%. Alright, so we're gathering 3 medicines for Quirk lock-ins. So do we want to level... I want to level this guy. Kind of want to level Bunny. Kind of want to level... This is for the Prophet. Prophet. Don't need for the Prophet. Could do a cult... Who does the damage? Is it the bombs that do the damage, or is it V-Wolf who does the damage? Running out of frontline characters again. Shankers, that's right. Fucking Shankers. Damn, a Hellion might be good in that fight then. Just repeatedly AoE stun the Shankers. I don't know what I want to bring here. I'm like babysitting too many classes not to go right now. I mean, clearly it's going to be a healer. Doesn't get 8 out of this though, so it doesn't level. Good or bad that it's not leveling. Kind of feels bad. Let's level Mackenzie. Instead. And this is awkward for stunning in this position, by the way, but I don't need this guy in position 1. It's not a Hellion. Position 2 there is fine. Could bring Rakusa, could bring a Highwayman. I think that just might be best for terms of what I want to level and what I don't want to level. Alright, bring this. Okay. Jesus, are we is it really no more long war questions? Can we just stop asking that? If I'm not streaming a game for 2 days, can we just assume that it's not off the table entirely? Is that possible? Especially when we have like 500 commands about this. We've mentioned it like 10 times today already. Like, ugh. Alright, going to the Weald. What do we think about the Weald? We fucking hate the Weald. We're just there. Got assholes, giant, who just stun you and laugh and stun and laugh. It's terrible. Giant doesn't even stun, but I hate him ever anyways. Human damage is really good in the Weald. I used to think Eldritch damage is good there, but it's not. It's human damage. And what else do we need? Speed? Speed and damage? We have quick reflexes, slugger, and unyielding. Pretty solid. Yeah, you know what you're forgetting right there, Aqua? You're forgetting guard. So good luck with that. You could replace the Plague Doctor with the Hound Master. Keep the Bounty Hunter. And keep and add a Man-at-Arms and maybe do that. But yeah. Yeah, it's one of the worst. One of the things I like the least about streaming is the repetition. It's because everyone tunes into the stream when it's convenient for them, which makes total sense. It's a form of entertainment. I tune into streams when it's convenient to me as well. But it makes it very hard to give like communication issues to anybody all in a group. You end up repeating it over and over again, which is why we have so many commands that do that. But it's still just not possible to get through to everybody. What do I want here? I kind of want protection and/or healing and/or stress resistant on Man-at-Arms. Man-at-Arms get so much stress. They take so much stress. So I think Dark Crown and Howling Devil combined are pretty solid. I want human damage here. And everything would be double stun. Maybe we drop this and run a stun item instead. And this would be damage. I wouldn't mind speed and accuracy here. And then just pure stress resist here. I've really enjoyed accuracy last round, actually. It made me feel a lot better about things. I think I'm going to run accuracy again. Alright, so what here? Yeah, I don't want to set that bar, Oak. I just do get tired of it. The questions that are like accusatory, that are asked over and over and over and over again, wear me down. You know, part of it's probably presentation of the question, right? I need one more thing here. I'm tempted to actually bring double do I need this guy to go first? I kind of need this guy to go first. And so ring damage. I need another speed item. $12 versus 10, huh? Alright. Okay, this is what we're bringing. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. We have guys a sanitarium full. I can't recall. Let's double check. No. So just want debuff removal here. Since we're going to get a free sanitarium after this. Enlightened, known cheats, scurvy. Deal with that in a moment. God-fearing, enlightened, known cheat, witness, astrophobia, faithless, witness. Phobia, deviant tastes. Okay, there isn't any second one we have to get rid of. Should I burn off one of these shitty? Yeah, might want to get rid of Faithless and Aqua. It's alright, Aqua. Just forget about what the bad man did. And let's go take a look at our camping skills. Weapons practice and maintain equipment and encourage. Those are plenty good. Sanctuary. Plan takedown is how we do it. And bandit sense. Gallows humor. Don't have gallows humor here. I really like that as an option. Let's level that. Okay. Let's go ahead and make sure their gear is up to date. And their skills are up to date. And then gear. Looks like everything's good. So go. Aqua, you can't resist that. Oh no, do not unequip all trinkets. I just fucking did that. All right. Make sure we have gear. Okay. Let's get going. Gather mission. So we should go a little bit lighter on supplies than we normally do if we can. Let's really kind of too bad we have to bring this at all. 2 of those, 1 of those, 1 of those, 4 of those. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, it becomes very challenging to communicate with people when they don't watch FAQ videos or guide videos or read. Like, I don't know.
Is remote
Oh, Jesus.
and unneighbored. Every lost resource must be recovered.
This is a perfectly split dungeon down the middle. That's terrible news for us. That's so much extra backtracking. First fight, pretty unpleasant. What? Where's my stun? I didn't turn it on. Ew. Dodge.
Precision and power.
Okay. Does he do extra damage to marked targets? Do we know? Doesn't say anything on Tree Branch Smackdown about extra damage to marked targets.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
50-50, we stun him. Okay. Turn on the other thing I want to.
Powerful blow.
No crit, it's nice. Disappointing.
Size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Alright, so I want to do 2 things here. I want to turn on Bellow. I just heard a secret room. And I want to turn on Stun. Nope, not a secret room. Okay. Torch beneath and way out.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Don't want to be getting food pings. Wish I had my bloodthirst drinks. Oh god, we have to check this because it's a fucking mission where we have to put things away.
Handsome reward.
So this
Your
is
task
a
well performed.
shovel for a single room. It's a really bad investment. Oh, it's just a giant hiding behind an obstruction. Glad we cleared that out.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
You just double crit me? No, single crit.
Annihilated.
So it's not exactly doing the damage right now, for whatever reason. Yell at them! Stop it, giant! Stop it!
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Crit me again. Shit, no stress stealing in this group. The answer is always, always bring more Hellmasters. It's always the answer. Fasting's a ban.
Masterfully executed.
Well, I left it at 1. What do they say about 1? Oh yeah, it's totally fucking useless. Alright, we'll try yelling at him again. Really, no one likes that guy in the back.
Disadvantage.
Let him know about it
No
too.
quarter.
Break his self-esteem. Alright, stunnable again. 50-50. Yeah, you guys know how I feel about being single target, huge damage dealing with the dot on me. Feels good, man. Feels real good. I don't want to accidentally kill him here. There's no way this accidentally kills him, right? No, it could crit. Stack some protection up. I want another heal. Next round, he'll go last. Oh, he's lost his debuff, so he might not go last.
Their cursed champion falls.
Should leave this to the way out. Shambler? No. Very nice.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
Go slower. Eat bump in the night. Hopefully it won't crit. Hopefully we'll go ahead of this girl. Very nice.
Decimated.
Stunnable this round. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Crit, 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 crit. Very nice. Very nice. No, seriously. Next turn you go last. Dead last. Perfect.
Obliterated.
Yeah.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Shambler hides in corridors, in plain sight, behind the little red X. That means, oh, you're totally safe. Don't worry about this. What could go wrong? I don't have to go down this way, but I take 1 extra fight for 2 extra corridors, 2 curios. I don't think this is worthwhile. I don't have bandages. Curio, 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 trap. Not worried about it. I'm not doing it. I have to go down. That'd be 4 more corridors that I have to traverse, and I'm worried about food with the dungeon split like this, because I don't plan on a dungeon that makes me go twice as far. Well, not twice as far, but 50% further. I bring enough food for a dungeon of roughly an approximate size, and this is now 50% longer. A little bit less than the way that it works with the modifiers for going over ground you've already covered. For that, yeah, there's that second food ping. I need 8 to camp. That means I'm only running 2 food pings remaining. And that is scary. Scary small amount.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
So there was a curio, a room battle, another curio we leave, but I don't think I can justify going down that way. I think it's going to get me in trouble. And I think we actually found, that's 4 food now we've found. So we must have actually found 6 food. So we actually found a food ping as well. So. Spiders. Alright, what do we got? Oh, we got nothing. Good. Good. Speed 4. I think we're gonna give it a chance for the healer to go ahead of their Crusoe. It didn't happen. It's fine. Loot this. Okay. Oh, there's our first item. Do I want to camp for this? Still slightly early to camp.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Alright, 3 actions to kill a spider. It's the way to not do things. Wow. Wow, spiders. Just wow. It's good that wasn't a crit. Quit that shit. Quit it! Next round you go really slowly. Understand? We'll say it loudly so you can understand. Spiders don't speak English, and we all know that the trick with communicating with someone who doesn't speak your language is to speak louder. So now the spider knows. We've told him. We've done told him. So if you're ever curious why the man-at-arms is yelling at him, that's what we're doing. We're communicating. Spider talk.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Let's toss the citrine. And the anti-venom. Grab these two. Pick this up.
If only
Yes,
treasure
second
could
stun
staunch
charm.
the
That's
flow
excellent.
of otherworldly corruption.
Since I don't speak your language, should you yell English? No, it doesn't. If you switch to their language, yelling is just rude and obnoxious, Aqua. You're trying to help them by yelling louder in your own language. That's what that's for. All right, second item. I need to camp soon. Probably like last room would have been ideal. Not a trap. Stood on it. Excellent.
Ancient traps.
Ragnell's getting all the traps. It's like the icebreaker ship. Just goes faster ahead of you with more armor. That's how we deal with traps. There's the last item. So everything past this point is just extra goodies. All right, and what's camp?
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
Okay. We want bandit sense so we don't get jumped. We have an encourage. There's 8 remaining. Only 1 encourage though. From unparalleled finesse, encourage, and pep talk. All right.
In radiance, may we find victory.
Grab the item. Okay. Every time, man. Every single fucking level 3 dungeon, we got this asshole hiding in the bushes. Surprise! I'm the Shambler. I don't have the right skills and I'm able for this. I don't ever post on this character. I ever post on this character, though.
Well struck.
Yeah. Shambler in the bushes! Why did I do that? I could have, actually want to go one further forward.
Decisive pummeling.
Kuro Carney, thank you very much for the resub. Alright, he's at 200% stun resist. It's extremely unlikely. Oh, I can't riposte from here. Fuck. That was a mistake. We're crit like 3 times now, though. That's a plus. This is 2 now counterattacks we've missed. Nice. Kill it before it acts. Let's try stunning here. Damn. Come on. Come on with these fucking misses already. Alright, let's make them go slower. Also resisted the debuff. Is he like super debuff resistant? No, he's not. There's no reason for that nonsense then. We're missing our blight cures and blight resist, so we're taking extra damage. So this is kind of scary right now. This guy has to die before he gets his buff off. This guy already has a buff off. It's really bad news. We need to stun him if at all possible. But I can't risk that versus the heals from this blight damage. We lost. No, we didn't finish your post. Gotta do damage here.
The ground quakes.
And this needs to be a stun. Dude, what is this guy's dodge? 1,000? Scary. That can crit.
A kind gesture.
Awesome, Aqua. I won't even try to say it. You can tell me what that means at a later date. Another crit off for Kuso. 15. Alright, gotta get this guy off that amount of health. Really like to kill that. We didn't. I really need to stun this. Thank God for that. Alright. Oh, that is the translation? I see.
Reeling, about to break.
Remember, we were at 0 stress a second ago. Alright, ping Shambler down.
Perhaps the turning point.
100% damage. It's a lot. I don't know what positions these things can attack. I think it's all 4. Alright, free 60 stress on everybody. What a deal.
Be wary. Triumphant pride
What a fucking deal.
a dizzying fall.
Okay. It feels so much better with those fights when I have blight removal. Alright, one more curio, then we have to leave. Alright, good enough. I don't know, man. I don't know that that was worth it. Maybe.
These tonics and herbs will stave off infection and neutralize contagion.
Did I just say we pulled out 5,000 gold only? Fuck, that sucks. I forgot to take off the item too. That was really dumb. I had plenty of inventory space too.